people out there want to talk to you.
Oh, yeah?
They've been wanting you.
Huh.
Denise Vieira asked, my pup won't start labour, 70 days pregnant, and the only signs are a swollen vulva. Should I take her to the emergency room at this point, or wait for her to show signs of being unwell? Well, that's like 9 days past due date. So...
You answered that question yesterday.
Well, it's probably the same person who's asking again because they haven't posted that video yet.
Well, they need to take her temperature and take her to the vet.
Yep.
Figure out what's wrong.
Right.
Don't wait around for an answer from us.
That's exactly right.
You know, go with your gut feeling. There's something not right.
Yes, I agree. So you're right. Temperature, progesterone test, vet, X-ray, make sure that she's in fact pregnant, all those things. That's right. Helium Mining Beat Maker. That's an interesting name. How do you decide that your handle is going to be Helium Mining Beat Maker? Anyway, Helium Mining Beat Maker asked, my Frenchie took 30 months to come into heat. For anyone worried or maybe thinking trying to rush it sometimes, it's just on the dog. I took her to around dogs that were in heat to dog park. Don't know if that helped, but she is in heat now. Yeah, right. Well, it's like, you're right. You just don't get in a hurry on this. It's let nature take its course. And certainly, to be around other dogs that are in heat can be helpful. Not crazy about dog parks for that, because part of the problem here is you've now got dogs who are sniffing and swapping what could be sexually transmitted diseases. So that part of it I'm not crazy about. But I'm glad that you waited. Life's shenanigans. Today is day 10 and she's at a 3.26. Do you think Saturday is a good day to go in for an AI? I think you need to go get more tests done. So if she's a 3.26 today, I'd expect it to be a 4 tomorrow, a 5 ovulation Saturday, that dog will be bred to be bred Monday. It could be earlier than that, but I would go in and get another progesterone test done Saturday and wait and see where she is and breed on a 15. S2 Good. Hi James, just had a litter of 11. That's a big litter. My female is reverse brindle. And I think studded to a blue trimural and not one brindle in the litter. And 10 different colours. What's your chance of that? We'd love to show you guys.
Did they do the DNA?
There you go.
Yes.
So here,
it could be on the inside and a little bitty tiny mark that you can't find. It's definitely half a litter will be brindle.
You'd expect so, especially with 10 puppies. You'd expect 5 of them to be brindle. So not to get 5 puppies that are brindle.
Do the DNA.
The chances of that, by the way, are a half times a half times a half times a half. So that's a half times a quarter, an eighth, a 16th, 1/32. 1/32 of the time, you'd expect to get a litter with no brindles in it. So the chances of that are really pretty unlikely. So I would say, actually maybe more than that actually. So I would say that you probably do have brindle there, but you don't realise it, and DNA will confirm that for you. Well, congratulations on a litter of 11.
Yeah.
My 9-month-old Frenchie has an inverted urethra. This is from Mad About Dogs, and has not come into heat.
No, she probably did, and you just didn't realise it.
And she was with my Doberman last month with heat. I'm really concerned that my Frenchie will get a UTI. That's kind of conflicting information here. You say that your 9-month Frenchie has an inverted heat and has not gone into heat, but she was with my Doberman last night with her and... Oh, I see. I guess what you mean is you put her with your Doberman female who was in heat. I think that's what you mean. And she wanted to get a UTI. Well, no, probably not.
9 months is still, you know, she could come in at 10 or 11 and, or just wait for the year.
It's probably look, what are you going to do about it? The answer is not much. Just keep it on.
Because she's inverted doesn't mean that she's not going to swell. So when she swells, then you'll see it. Yeah. Put a white towel with her. Make sure you catch it whenever she's in bed asleep. Put a white towel in there.
Yeah. Probably be fun. Trent M. He's an old-time, hands-on vet doctor poll. I think you can see some of his stuff on YouTube. Fantastic video, guys. Keep it up, and I will continue to promote you guys. You're absolutely the best. Blah 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 blah. Be so helpful, letting us use your video posts. Oh well, yeah. Well, thank you, Trent. Yeah, I'll go look at Dr. Poll and see what we think of him. Good. How tall is a good height for a female fluffy 7 months old? I have got no idea on this, Tammy. Do you? I don't go by height.
How tall?
Yeah, how tall? I mean, here's the deal here.
They're not through growing in 7 months.
Well, that's what they're asking. They're asking whether. So I think the thing here is, it's not so much how tall is she.
Not like a thoroughbred, is it?
Yeah, it's not how tall she is. It's more about her balance.
Yes.
How does she look overall?
Connect everything.
Yes. So at 7 months, you're going through this what we call teenage.
I call it the ugly duckling stage.
Yeah, where things are growing kind of out of proportion. You can see a lot of dogs that are
Except for that one woman that her dog's never gone through the ugly duckling stage.
There you go. And neither did she. She is a 10, and she's been a 10 all of her life,
all
Tammy.
her life.
And just remember that, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So. It's all about balance. So remember, you can get dogs at this age. It's hard to get a real assessment because they look at. If you look at our little dog Kit. Kit went through that stage then when she was about 8 months old, but she kind of got leggy. She's not leggy at all now. She's
Their
gorgeous.
body parts grow in all different directions, different times.
Yeah. So I wouldn't get too worried about height. Now, honestly, I couldn't even tell you what the height is without going to take measurements from different dogs. And some dogs are smaller, and some dogs are bigger, and some dogs that are bigger are well balanced, and some dogs that are smaller aren't, and vice versa. So I don't think a single measurement is particularly useful for you. I'm going to go to Yukon.
Yeah, I am.
Bully House Kennels. What if you're shipping abroad and it's going to take 3 days to land at a destination? Do you use our product? So Shipmate will keep you, as long as you've got enough ice packs, enough insulation, and you're using a quality extender like Cannon Plus long term, then you could potentially keep things alive for 10 days in that system. The problem is with our standard shipping box, in this time of the year where it's hot, you can run out of steam, well, actually run out of cold would be the right word for it, in about 2.5 days. So if you take that box and you put it inside another box with insulation around it, yeah, okay, then you can absolutely do a trip that lasts 3 or 4 days. So Shipmate is the answer. Tell me, you can answer this one because I don't know what it means. Is breeding a mantle and a merle the same thing as breeding 2 males together?
A mantle?
What's a mantle?
What is mantle? You told me I could answer that?
That's right, because I can't.
I have no clue. Are they talking about French bulldogs or what?
Yes. I have no idea what a mantle is.
I don't either.
Here's the rule: you don't breed. So
you don't breed merles to merles.
And a merle is a merle carrier. It's not going to be a little M, little M. It'll be big M, little M. You do not breed 2 dogs that are big M, little M together. And
unless if it's a cryptic merle.
Yes, then you could do it. Yes,
but
exactly.
Not a merle to a merle.
Crush City Bulldogs. Can you explain which type of insemination you do and on which numbers? Sure. So most of the time we do vaginal inseminations. We like to do 2 vaginal inseminations 2 days apart. On an IDEX machine, that would be done on a 15 on the first one. The day after an 8, we'd ship on an 8, do a first vaginal on a 15, and then do another one a couple of days later. If you're doing it on the fine care machine, then do your first insemination on a 17, wait 2 days later, do another insemination and make sure that you're above a 22. If you're on a mini Vidus, you do your first insemination on a 28, do one 2 days later, and then check numbers and make sure your numbers are in the pushing 40 on a mini Vidus. If you're going to do a TCI or a surgical, you do it a day later. And the reason you do it a day later is because it takes a full day for the semen to travel up the vaginal canal to get to the uterus, get to the egg. So you do it a day later. So then the numbers would be on an IDEX, you'd be doing it on about a 25. On a fine K, you'd be doing it on about a 28. And on a mini Vidus, I have to go look at the numbers on a mini Vidus, but you're going to be something around a 45 or a 50. And that number I don't want to swim, I don't want to hold my hand on because I don't use, you have to go look at a chart for the mini Vidus. Sergio Penna, I want to buy a puppy. What is your price? Call Tammy, 580 799-1910. Tammy, why don't you end this one up by telling us about your puppies?
I've got 5 babies. They're all fluffy carriers. Got 1 boy and 4 girls. 1 girl is a lilac and tan fluffy carrier, carries cream, AT-AT. The other 3 little girls are, I know at least 2 of them are platinums, and they're fluffy carriers, AT-AT. I've got another one that I'm thinking she may be a chocolate covered in cream. So if she's a chocolate covered in cream, she carries blue. She carries AT-AT. And the little boy is a ATAY, chocolate fawn, carries blue, carries cocoa, carries...
Well, he is cocoa.
I mean, sorry, carries cream.
Carries cream.
And he's ATAY.
Small little thing.
So they're all fluffy carriers.
Yes.
So give me a call.
That number again?
And the daddy is Love My Buble, our full visual fluffy platinum boy. So all the babies are fluffy carriers. 580-799-1910.
And they're going to be small little dogs.
Yes. And let me tell you, when you buy a puppy from us, we're here for the long haul. We don't collect the money and say, go away, leave us alone. We're there.
We wish we could, but this doesn't work that way. No, we are absolutely here to help people. So we don't just help people who buy our dogs. We help people in general, but we really, we are really here for you.
And we just put those babies up 2 days ago. We were having trouble with our internet forever.
Yes.
And still having
So they're 3 weeks old
problems.
now.
So they're just now 3 weeks.
Right. Yes.
Yep.
4 girls, 1 boy.
Babies.
Yep. Doing great. Healthy.
Oh my gosh.
Right from the
Short
get-go.
tails, flat faces, nice through the shoulders and hips.
Roly-polies.
Nice little square puppies. Beautiful heads.
Yes.
And I love them.
All right. See ya. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.